Welcome back to another Let's Present series. We're presenting Fellowship. We're under part 3, and right now we're taking a look at the bedrooms. Well, we have a fish tank. It's an empty one, but nevertheless it adds to the ambience. Down here we have a nice looking furnace. Headroom, that's about normal for a split level ranch, a 2.5 high headroom amount. And another one of those oil tanks, little different style. And then of course the usual. I've seen all these nameplates of these furnaces saying Clinton, Illinois, or somewhere out in Illinois, maybe even Wheaton. That's where they produce these furnaces, it seems. So I was like, oh, I'll keep with that theme, at least for here in the Northeast. I'm gonna add a little bit to the ceiling so it looks correct. I didn't notice that wool was exposed, but now it's cleaned. And then some. We're gonna clean it up. Not having the cursor can be a troublesome moment because it's hard to gauge where you're aimed at. The dynamics can be troubling, and yep, so this is a furnace that really runs 100%. I didn't put any fuel in it. I'm going to go put something in there to cook. Double closet doors for all your needs. And there's a washer and dryer, very simple form there. Probably got them at the bargain outlet. We have a bedroom here, and that's the washroom. This is actually the master. Once again. Oh boy, that kind of flooring is for me, not for anyone else. Of course, the purple flooring, I'd consider it more a Berber carpet. Yep, like I said, I add those heads though, just to make it so it's the master. Adding the player heads. If it's an enemy head, then it's probably more like a teenager's room. I was looking to see if there's a pressure plate there, but apparently it's a butt too. Well, we actually have some storms outside are moving in. Well, let's get this done quickly, so then you can give it to your viewing pleasure. Landscaping done outside, and it was up against a mountain, so I had to cut that mountain back by a few. Hopefully it looks nice for you. And this house here is more like a custom build. I don't know what I'd consider it, but it has a unique little entrance here. Didn't finish it completely, but it will be finished in the, I'm sure, very near distant future. But it's a simple house. We have one bedroom in it. If I had to list the place, it would probably be around $120,000 for such a house as this. It does have a nice porch though. Something that split level ranches don't normally have. Yep, little ridges on the roof, just to give it some flavor, dynamic flavor. And all the landscaping done around here, but all this area out here, it doesn't even snow. It's all rain now. So, with the climate change, wouldn't you expect all the snow to melt? It would be nice if they'd have an update where the snow would melt. Depending on the biome, or even the option to allow it to melt. I mean, If you don't want it to melt, you can make the option so you don't. But once it's melted, it's gone. And boy, this neighborhood is already quite developed. It's not the suburban like you expect, but it's getting there. Let's see, where should we head next? You can see more view from the night. And actually showing this at night, I couldn't do it before. Like I said, the webcam, it would cause it to frame rate drop. So again, the ambience of the builds as they're reflected, it is a beautiful matter indeed. Some people's worlds, they have really good builds, but they have torches everywhere. I don't like that. It's so fake when that's the case. There are some places like that there, the mushroom house behind the house with water. And it's still there, but that's just because it's hidden away. I don't want to take down people's builds. If people want to build, at least give them the right to keep their place. Yep, and the mobile home park. Did some improvements, adding all these trees in. Remember all the trees that a couple of videos ago I was doing some builds. I'm going to make it daytime though, because we're going to go to the pixel art area. Oh boy, hope someone's not angry at me for sleeping in their bed. No, actually I made all these places. But we have loads of trees. What's without trees? Without trees is equivalent to a substandard world. A world lacking the greens of its time. One that's sterile. Without trees, it's not a lively place. It's a place that is all fuddy-duddy. So we have to add those trees. The oak, the big oaks. Like I said, each one takes about 5 minutes to do. Oh, and then the funny fortresses across from each other, warring, conjectures and requisitions. It would be that one there. And that one there. And you might be wondering on the... What is that? Those webs over on the other one. Well, the guy hasn't been on so long, Conjecture. He just came on recently, though, right after that happened. I'm going to have to remove those cobwebs. But, yeah, I figured, let's just keep them. Because of the feud. It's funny. Of course, all the mobile homes in between make it look like it's a festive location. Like tents. Because they're all different colors and shapes. Yeps. Got a little stream here that I expanded. It was only near the top, but we had to expand it down to the bottom. It adds some visual interest. Who doesn't want a stream next to their house? Have a little hole here, I'll fix that. I'll come back. Alright, we're back. And we see the stream of wonders right near this mobile home, but it's a waterproof because it's above the ground. It'd be another issue though if they were basement added to it, like my property. My property has a basement underneath the mobile home, and it seeps a lot because it's right up against a mountain. You can imagine if there's a stream there and you have a basement. Boy, the sealant would be needed. These trees here were fun to make. Oh, I enjoyed making these birch. Especially the ones that are angled. Different style. The ones around my property are angled like that. They're kind of leaning over. So I was like, well, let's keep with that theme. And did quite a few of them. They're leaning over the mountains. And this one here has the green top. It's because I wanted to make a big birch tree, and it's hard to make that with the birch leaves. Here's a massive tree. Well, to some people it may not be massive, but to me it is. And we have the road. This is how far I went with those trees too. More landscaping as well. I did some terraforming fixes to make it all blend in correctly. You know, it's a noob that I was back in those days. Not necessarily a noob like I used to be. Get rid of some of the snow too, because it doesn't even snow here anymore. You know those climates, when they change, people change maps. But for me, we do not change the map. We want to keep the nostalgia moments. Just wish that it'd melt though for the environment that it's in. But that little extra work is well worth it. This tree here angles over so nicely. What I do is I do maybe the first 2 layers up, and then I grow a tree right next to it and work off of it. They're so easy, and yet they add a lot to the world. Boy, the thunder has moved in. Now you can see, we're coming close to the fake zone. More landscapes done just before it. Don't know what I'm going to put here, but it may be something someday. But here we go, we're going to go to Pixel Art Land. I should probably name it that. Always on the northwest corner of the map. As we look, there are some new pixel arts added. One is this beautiful rarity. I had a request, oh, you gotta do that last main character of My Little Pony. So I was like, oh, I'll do rarity. The hair is kind of tough. I try to make her unique. I believe the reference picture, I could show you a reference picture if I have one. I don't remember if I deleted it already or not. If I don't, well then forget what I said. It's supposed to be a crystallized rarity. Looking very confident indeed. And who wouldn't with hair like that? We also have 2 sides to it. If it was nighttime, I would show you what it looks like. Because lighting is different. Down here, I always put the sign on the bottom. Eloquently gorgeous, indeed. The evil bunny right there. But this is another pixel art that I've worked on. Pinkie Pie's little pet. I don't know what he's called. If you remember, maybe you could put in the description. I'm not gonna look it up right at the moment. I love using those bushes. The bushes add a little unique pop to this character. Down here we have it saying, Pinkie's buddy, friendly, no biting pet. That's how she would talk too. She would talk exactly like that, wouldn't she? Anyways, those eyes are so derpy on it. It's a one-of-a-kind pet. Kind of makes it look like it's been awake for so long. Its eyes have never shut. Of course, Pinkie Pie's eyes behind there is all shut. She's enjoying galloping around. Of course, that was not even up to scale. It was this big or bigger than Pinkie Pie. We're gonna head over here. There's another animal I made. It's a funny-looking animal. And this specific animal is unique. It may have been a dog at first, but no, it's a cat. This cat is loving its candy cane. Siamese.